There we go. Aha. Okay, I should be now live. I didn't realize that that wasn't happening automatically. Is this working? Can anyone hear me? Can you see me? I think you can. You can see me now. If you are on this page watching, can you hear my voice speaking? You can type in the chat. I'm looking at the chat down here. So far, I have no independent confirmation that the audio is working, but I do see some green bar moving up and down. Yes, very clearly. Okay, so hi. I am setting up a new video recording studio. I look forward to announcing where I'm setting that up soon, but I'm not sure yet if I'm ready to do that. As you all know, I like to make video tutorials about, as you all know, I don't know if you all know this, but as you might know, my name is Dan. I like to make video tutorials about programming. I have a list of topics that I'm going to do, but this is really just a test. I'm seeing it here. There are 10 people watching this test. So, while I'm here testing, if anybody has any questions about processing or P5JS, general questions about life, the universe, you can ask them now. I'm probably going to turn this off in a couple minutes, and then I'm going to maybe wheel in a whiteboard here, try to hook my laptop up, and then actually do like a short video tutorial. But I was just testing to see if the internet connection is good enough here to live stream, and if the camera would work and all that in this different setup. So I'm just looking at the chat here. I also want to see about how much the delay is. So I'm going to, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a very obvious gesture, which I can then see myself do because I've got a view of the YouTube stream and I can count about how long that test is. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my arms above my head like this. Now I'm going to count 1,000, 2 1,000, 3 1,000, 4 1,000, 5 1,000, 6 1,000, 7 1,000, 8 1,000, 9 1,000, 10 1,000. So it's about a 10-second delay. So you're seeing me about 10 seconds after live. What is the keyboard shortcut to comment multiple lines in P5JS? Well, I assume you mean the P5JS desktop editor. Obviously, you can program JavaScript using any number of environments. You can just open up Sublime Text. There's web editors you can use. But if you're using the desktop editor, I believe it is Command/. Okay, someone asked about 3D models in processing. How do you import a 3D model into processing? I'm going to the processing website, and I'm going to you can't see this. I'm about to hook up so you can see my laptop, but this was just a test of equipment. I'm going to the libraries page. See, I have a laptop here. You can see 3D geometry, maybe. Well, there is actually the, you can use P-shape. The P-shape object will load an OBJ, but there was an OBJ, OBJ. There is a lot for processing that you could look into. That was one question in the chat. You'll need a library probably to do that. Okay, where, I'm looking here. Oops, I have audio coming here. Just bought Connect. Okay, here's another question I'm answering. Just bought Connect version 2. Any suggestions about OpenCV and Connect version 2 with C++? Well, I am not probably the right person to answer that question, but I would certainly recommend looking into using Open Frameworks. So Open Frameworks is a C++ framework for creative coding. It's amazing if you want to work in C++, and one of the great things about working in C++ is kind of native immediate access to a lot of computer vision libraries that are written in C++, and so OpenCV and Connect stuff, you can kind of do it all with that. So that's what I would recommend. Okay, next question. How do you feel about Jamie Allen getting a PhD? Well, completely against PhDs as a philosophical stance. But Jamie Allen is a wonderful person, and if he wants to get a PhD, then I will make an exception here and think that sounds like a wonderful idea. Recommended readings on genetic algorithms. Okay, that's a good question. So I probably started, one of the first places I encountered genetic algorithms is in the book The Computational Beauty of Nature by Flake is the last name of the author. Gary Flake, maybe? William Flake? I think it's Gary Flake. They're awfully here because on thenatureofcode.com, I believe I have a page under /book, which is further reading. And there, evolutionary design by computers is a good reference. Peter Bentley. I'm sure I have a computational beauty of nature here on this page. Another something that I'm thinking of is the Carl Sims papers. There's 2 SIGGRAPH papers: Artificial Evolution for Computer Graphics and Evolving Virtual Creatures. These are both great references to look at. Okay, next question. This is fun. This is just like question and answer session. Okay, there's no more. I answered all the questions. So the next thing I'm going to do I'm probably going to turn this off in a minute. I'm going to hook up my laptop to see if I can get my laptop feed going into the live stream. I might sort of move these lights around a little bit so it's less shadowy. I might get a whiteboard. But ultimately, next week, my plan is to start doing regularly scheduled live broadcasts, Tuesdays and Fridays, twice a week. I have a list of, I'm going to paste this into the chat. I have a list of, I have a markdown file here. I'm pasting this in. This is my list of sort of topics that I'm looking to do. One of the first things I want to do is a whole set of tutorials on just Git and GitHub and really without source code or programming involved whatsoever. So what does it mean to write a poem and then have that poem sort of exist in the world of Git and GitHub? So that's one of the first things I want to do is a set of tutorials. I was just rambling to see if more people would ask questions, but I don't think there are. Somehow there's 18 people watching this, which is kind of amazing. MIT, somebody else posts that another genetic algorithms reference is an MIT tutorial. Okay, I gotta get a desk in here that's a little bit higher, so I'm not like bending down to look at this laptop. Okay, this was an 8-minute broadcast. I'm kind of enjoying this, but I see no reason to continue unless somebody has an idea. I know that you're 10 seconds behind me, so I'm gonna wait about 10 seconds to see if there's any more questions. Otherwise, I'm gonna turn this off and hope to be back relatively soon with maybe an actual lesson where I will then be able to switch from me talking to you seeing my laptop screen, and I'll pick some programming problem to do as kind of a test lesson. Okay. Thanks everybody for watching from this secret location. I'm in an underground bunker. There's walls, but I look forward to talking more about this location that I'm in, and I'm very excited to spend some time at and making more video tutorials. Okay. Zach Lieberman, hello. Nice to see you. Christopher Aki, can I tap dance? I actually cannot tap dance. I could try to tap dance, but I'm not going to. Okay. All right. So I forget how to turn this off. I have to figure out how to do that. I'm gonna give you guys a little clue into what I'm doing here. So right now I'm on the laptop here. I've got a view into my. Let me zoom into this. Maybe you can see it. Oh, hello. There we go. I have a big red button here. I don't know if you can see this. When I click this red button, it should turn off the stream. But since that took me a few more seconds, I'll check to see if there's any more questions. Whoops. Where am I here? Looks pretty dark. Yes, I am hoping to purchase or acquire some LED lighting that I'm going to use. Right now there's just some clip lights in the underground bunker, so it is dark, there's a shadow. I also need to fiddle with the camera, white balance, aperture. I don't know any of this stuff, it's pathetic, but I'm going to fiddle with it. It's a camera, it has dials and buttons. I will press those and turn those to see if I can make it look better. Okay, that's definitely the end. I'm going to do my dramatic clicking of the button. I'm going to click this button over here, which will turn off the stream, and I will be back. Tweet at me if you have any ideas for something I might answer or do later today. Okay, goodbye.